Steel yourself. I'm counting on you. Watch out! Pull back! I'm coming!
This moment forth, thou art arisen. Charge and all.
Can you hear me, sir? Sir, stay with me. Thank goodness. How are you feeling? This is the second time I've watched over you like this, isn't it? You do not remember? Then have you withstood the fire in my stead and were well and truly charred? I had thought your life forfeit. I could not hear the beating of your heart. But you hung on and by some miracle survived. Arisen. I'm afraid I don't understand your meaning. Does it have aught to do with why you were taken to the castle? They said 'twas so that your wounds could be treated, though I fear you have no memory of...
I am of the Border Watch. Someone with arisen-like abilities came to this village, horn in tow. Know you aught of this?
Has he come for you? We are to part so soon, then. Mayhap you will visit me again someday. Till then, take care. Arisen.
Ah, excellent. You must be the one. You match my soldier's description. I'm glad I found you. The ruler of Vermund, currently convalescing in the capital became arisen here in this very... If you claim the same, then word must be borne to the capital. I dispatched a missive before coming here, though I doubt the matter can be settled without your presence. Would you be willing to accompany me to the capital? If you truly are arisen, you will be received with open arms. Oh, but forgive me. I scattered my soldiers in a bid to find you. I would not depart without them. We shall have to wait till they are reassembled. Come to think of it, Sir Leonard was asking after you as well. Mayhap now would be a good time to speak with him. Last I saw, he was having a drink at the inn.
Shall we seek some answers?
Leave off before you earn my spite.
Shall we go and speak with Sir Leonard, Master? I believe I can guide you to the person in question.
We're in your hands, sir. Much obliged.
Oh, have you some business with the apothecary, sir? Dreadful sorry if I was in your way. Oh, no, I'm not lost or naught, sir. You needn't worry yourself on my account. I'm an apothecary in training, you see. My family runs a little shop in Vernworth. So when I had tell of a medicine only to be found in this village, I thought, well, as luck would have it, I've not enough gold. Will be ashamed to return empty-handed after coming all this way. But what more can I do? What? You'd do that? You'd get the medicine for me? Suppose there's no harm in that, if you're really sure. Seems my luck's not as rotten as I thought. I'll wait.
We could make the fruit roberant ourselves, or simply purchase some at Rune's apothecary here in Melve.
At last! It all becomes clear.
Hello again, sir. Say, have you bought some fruit roberant for me? Oh, well, if you do...
Oh. What does this say?
Let's have a look.
We're here, and none the worse for wear.
Well met. You're the one who saved Ulrika's life, aren't you? She told me all about it. It was a very brave thing you did. I'm in your debt. Ulrika's as good as my daughter. Here, consider this a small token of my gratitude. Now, tell me, are you registered with a guild? Perhaps you already know this, but registering with a guild will grant you access to specialized training, which comes in very useful when pursuing a vocation. Well now, that won't do. You need only speak with the innkeeper to register. Go on, 'twill only take a moment. If there is aught you wish to know of vocations, mayhap I can advise you. Should you dedicate yourself to a vocation, you will find that new paths to master will try them as you like. Naturally, it is a vocation for those who seek to master the bow. At close range, however, a bow is nary more useful than a walking stick. Aye, that's very well. There is no wrong choice in any case. But I shan't take up any more of... If there is aught you wish to know of vocations, mayhap I can advise you. 'Tis a vocation for those... However, the more powerful the thus, A mage is unlikely to last long on the field of battle. Tisification for those whose thieves favor light armor. Their talents depend upon their finesse and ability to compensate for tisification for those who... I am a fighter myself, and should you dedicate, try them, as you like. Very well, but I shan't take up any...
Here at the inn, I get so few customers, you see, that I can manage both roles myself. But enough about me. Did you need something?
Do come again.
If there is aught you wish to know of vacations, may I... Very well. There is no, but I shan't take up any more of your time.
So this is where you've been. Come with me to the village entrance. The Watchhead's waiting for you.
We may benefit from pursuing the information.
Didn't you hear me? The Watchhead's waiting. Follow.
Sir Gregor wishes to speak with you, Master. Shall we go to him? Methinks I know where to find the person you're looking for.
We're in your hands, sir. Much obliged.
I went looking for. That's most of my ears. Yet if all were to befall him.
Hale, if you've a moment to spare, I'd like a word. As you can see, we're rebuilding. A task that can always benefit from another pair of hands. What say you? Would you be willing to help? Excellent. You're a good sort. I'll not soon forget this. Here's what I need from you. A basque of saurians has made their nest outside the village, though I'd like to enlist. I've prepared some explosive casks and left them by the village entrance. Use them to send the saurians scattering.
A saurian nest so near the village is worrying indeed. Let us see the explosive casks there as quickly as we may.
Right you are. Splendid accomplishment. You have honed your talents to new heights.
Seems this old man's time is up.
Well, that appears to have sent some of the beasts reeling, at least. To finish the job, I'd have you drop a jar of poison into their nest. With any luck, the saurians will realize that they chose a perilous... But pray, take care. You must make sure your aim is true. Are we good? You'll find the jars of poison.
Now we are to throw a jar of poison. Be sure to handle it with care, Master.
Well done, Master. Those saurians shan't dare approach the village for some time, thanks to your efforts.
Ah, first and foremost, my thanks. Are you ready to depart, or do you need some time to prepare? Very well. Speak with me once you've finished your preparations.
You've done as I asked, I see. Many thanks. And I must say, you've a fine arm. I couldn't have done better myself. Watching you got me thinking. Mayhap you've the sense to inherit the skills I possess. Or perhaps 'tis a little early for such talk. In any event, thanks to the work you've done for us today, the rebuilding efforts ought to proceed apace. And for that, I'm grateful.
Our task is complete. Here we are.
I've a selection of wares that's sure to pleasure doing business with you.
My bed.
What am I to do? He really ought to have returned by. Mayhap 'tis time I went looking for him. Yet if aught were to befall him, I couldn't live with myself.
One can see far to the distance from here.
Perhaps we might take a moment to savor the scene.
You have my support.
Really now. You mustn't shirk your duty. Lest you forget, 'tis the Arisen we serve here.
I suppose I'll handle this.
Forgive me, but I cannot guide you from here.
Well, you ought not strain yourself, not in your current state.
I suppose your wounds won't heal themselves? Hold just a moment.
Ah, well met. Here for some fruit roborant, are we? Do come again.
We ought to bring this to the one expecting it.
Ah, well met. Do come again.
Hello again, sir. Say, have you brought some fruit roborant for me? Oh, so this is what it looks. I haven't much to offer in return, but I'll be sure to tell Grandfather what you did for us. He'll want to reward you proper like, I'll bet.
One could not have hoped for a gladder outcome.
Yet if aught were to befall him, I couldn't live with myself. What am I to do with my own
We have arrived.
Make haste, then. We must leave enough. Good. Then let us be on our...
Is this place bereft of beasts and brigands both?
A brief respite is naught to decry. We've got goblins! I knew you would prevail, Master.
Could seem I've some catching up to do.
Outstanding.
You'll not live to regret this. Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. The early griffin gets the worm, as they say.
Let me get that.
I enjoy tackling fierce foes and prefer combat's thrills to gathering items. I am confident and may...
The Arisen is the lawful ruler of vermin. Our kingdom sees many protectors.
Well done.
'Tis a pleasure to meet you.
I would so enjoy seeing this obstacle smashed to pieces.
I'm ready to attack, Master. I would gladly be there. I shan't allow any further harm to any of you.
One never can have too many of these.
Let us take care when and how we put them to use.
You'll like to grow overburdened if you keep picking up every little trinket you find.
Our party is well balanced. I can see no weaknesses that might be exploited.
Capable comrades are a boon indeed.
'Tis as you say.
Hold here a moment. I shall bid them open the gate.
Who's that you've brought with you, Watchhead, sir?
An Arisen, by all appearances.
An Arisen? Another pretender, you mean? I see the Sovereign's ascension has done little to stop such charlatans from plying their trade.
'Tis uncertain. This one commands the loyalty of the pawns.
What? Impossible. You know as well as I do that there can be but one Arisen, and he's up in the palace.
I'm well aware of how preposterous the idea is, thank you. However, as I do not believe it my place to rule on such a matter, I would make my report to the capital. If the claim is false, we will be rewarded handsomely for... All's been arranged. Come.
just between you. My task is to seek out items that 'tis an enigma, forged of strange materials and covered in queer etchings. But my orders are to... So back and forth I go on an endless street.
Tis a chest. I shall take a look inside.
Dull days for us are assigned all
An ox cart was meant to meet us, yet 'tis nowhere in sight. Aught may have befallen it. Best we press on.
I'll collect that. You needn't trouble yourself.
Perhaps this will seem of little consequence, but some masters rearrange their party at the drop of a hat. One such arisen dismissed me after only half a day of service.
Each to their own.
Cave. Shall we proceed into the depths?
Tread carefully. One never can be too pleased.
Is easily done.
Any beast will grow ferocious when backed into a corner.
Master, are you unharmed? There, Master, Saurians! Thank you, Arisen. We cannot let down our guard even for a moment, lest victory slip away from us. True enough.
I must confess, naught rattles me quite so much as the unexpected snuffing of my lantern light.
Ah, yes. That sounds familiar. Now that was a satisfying bit of exploration. Though I should hope we need not always be so thorough.
'Twas an ordeal, but naught tides one over like the promise of a stiff drink by a warm hearth. Oh, 'tis a precious thing we found.
How exciting! My heart is fit to burst.
Have you some business with me?
You're welcome to take whatever you like from my pack, Master. I'd gladly see you.
Is everyone all right? More marks of the dragon's fury. Its rampage must have weakened the earth here.
Let me get that.
Outstanding.
If we mastered that attack, we would be invincible.
You must cleanse yourself of that oil, post-haste.
That was well fought. There's no one standing who might say otherwise.
No doubt this triumph will spur us into the next.
I dare say...
I'll carefully conserve my strength and endeavor to survive every battle by way of sound strategy and defensive tactics. You are wise indeed to have sought my aid. This is generally used as a material.
I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time. Very well. I shall return. I see a ladder yonder, but we can't reach it from here. We'll have to get up there and drop it down.
You're well fond of picking things up, aren't you?
Here we go again.
If battle cannot be avoided, 'tis fight or die.
Easily done.
These fiends are only truly defeated when their skulls are smashed beyond repair.